Hi, this is Brie, the Creative Minds Coach, and today I am at Pedernales Falls State Park, and I'm going to take you on a hike with me. So let's hike and let's chat. Let's go. Okay, so I started off on this trail. It is going to be a hot day. Could have gotten out earlier, I guess. Probably make this just a short one. I really just want to check out the water levels, and I just kind of like to do that here because the water levels tend to go up and down with the season. So I'll be curious to see what this looks like. So I was thinking lately about how sometimes we're our own worst critic. And to be honest, by the way, this is not like I hope I'm on the right trail. Am I on the right trail? Okay, we'll try this. I think they all go to the same place. On my way here, I was thinking about how sometimes we're our own worst critic. And I had all of this stuff going through my head. Like, I don't know. Let me see if I can, because here's the thing. Sometimes if we can put it into words, maybe it doesn't sound as bad, or maybe it sounds really bad and you know, we want to ditch it. So sometimes I write this stuff down. So let's see. What am I doing? Why are you doing this? This is really stupid. I mean, I'm laughing at myself, but probably for real, we've all thought these things like, this is stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. What if this doesn't turn out like I want it to? And yeah, I'm here, I'm hiking, I'm making this video. However, I see the rocks that I love already. Let me just take you to the overlook. I was thinking this, and this totally applies to all art, all stuff that we create. I think sometimes in some ways, our brains just want to throw us this, let me stand in the shade, this like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you making that? Like, you know, and we feel still so compelled to do it. So let me take you to this overlook, and then I have some more thoughts. Oh gosh, the water's pretty. Okay, I just wanted to pause here just for a minute, and I think sometimes it's difficult when we find ourselves in that space. We're kind of in that negative critique space about what we're creating. I think it's sometimes really hard to pull ourselves out. So I have 3 things for you, but first you have to recognize that you're in it. And probably you're going to recognize this by just kind of feeling that you feel bad. And you're like, wait, this is what happens to me. I'm like, what is going on? And then I realized, oh, it's because I feel so terrible because I have all this like negative thought, critical spin going on in my head. So here are 3 things you can do. You can get up and take a walk and change your environment. If you can't change your environment, like that doesn't have to be number 1, but these are just some choices. You can take a deep breath. and then breathe out. You can take a deep breath fast and then breathe out really slow. You can do that as many times as you need to. And then the third one is you can just shake it off, like a dog. You can just shake all of that negative self-talk or just kind of like wake up your body. Okay. And sometimes that will shake you out of it. And then you can come back to it. Then you can come back and kind of look at what you're thinking in a more objective way. So I like to write these things down so I can see, and sometimes I can be like, oh, I don't believe any of those things. It's just nothing has gone wrong. I just realize I'm human and my brain is always going to throw these things at me. So I do like to take a look at all that. Okay. But here I'm going to tell you the most important thing, but I want to keep walking down to these awesome rocks down there. I'm struggling to figure out where to put my eyes. Do I look at the camera here? Yes. Do I look in the middle? I always want to look at myself. I'm going to look at the camera. So I think that's you. All right. Enough negative talk. I mean, it's okay, as long as I know what's going on. All right, let's get hiking. Hey y'all, just a quick interruption from this hike. Oh, sneak peek, rocks, and can you hear that? Yeah. Okay, just a quick interruption to invite you to subscribe to this channel. You can click down below and subscribe. And also, if you like this content in this video, please consider giving it a like. That lets other creatives like you find out about this channel and this content. All right, let's get back to the hike. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this while I walk down the stairs. So, yeah. Or down these rocks, I don't know. Okay, so once I kind of notice that I'm like totally being critical with myself, and I am actually being my own worst critic, because I actually don't know if I don't know if anyone would actually say those things to me. Think about it. Hey, Brie, you don't know what you're doing. It's probably going to turn out bad. Or if I'm looking at one of my own photos and going, that's really ugly. No, I swear you would think it's the rudest person in the world if they looked at you and said those things straight to your face. Okay, so that's kind of what I mean by your own worst critic. So once I kind of pause and notice that I'm being really terrible to myself, then I'm like, okay, how can I be my own best cheerleader here? So what if it doesn't turn out the way I think it should? Or even if I don't totally like it, sorry, I'm trying to go over rocks. So what? So what? Oh my gosh, guys. I love all these rocks here. This is a short hike, but it's awesome. Okay, so what if it doesn't turn out? How can I be my own best cheerleader here? And I just start to find all the ways that I'm doing amazing. I'm gonna go over here. Go over here, these rocks. There's people behind me. Now I get when I hear these YouTubers talk about how they don't want to like record and talk. Yeah, I don't get super embarrassed, but it is kind of weird, huh? Anyway, so I start like, I go, okay, how can I cheer myself on here? How can I do that? How can I make it? How can I twist some things around? I don't have to think that what I'm doing is the best thing ever, but how can I make it so that I like want to continue to do it? Because telling myself that my stuff is ugly and being so critical about my stuff, about my art and what I'm creating is really demotivating. It really does not help in the motivation department. So, so that's just where I land in being critical. So, hey, let me show you these rocks. And then I have something I want to ask you. Did you know rocks are my favorite? I found some to hide out in. I'm actually going to read. I'm going to sit here for a little bit in the shade, even though it's kind of hot, but I'm going to sit here and read for a little bit. But I wanted to finish up this video. I wanted to finish up this video by asking you how you are your own worst critic. Sometimes I know that's a little painful to think about. So I'm going to encourage you to write down sometimes, or when you find yourself in that space where you're being your own worst critic. And then how can you become your own best cheerleader? How can you cheer yourself on even when it feels like no one else is doing it for you? Because that's what I rely on. I love it when other people cheer me on, but I have been working on trying to become my own best cheerleader, because here's why. Two things. One, the more I can cut out all of the negative judgment about my art, and the more I can cheer myself on and show myself the good things that I'm doing and motivate myself to do better, the better relationship I have with myself and my art and all of the things I'm creating. And that is such a huge, I was going to say side benefit, but I actually think that is the benefit. Like, we feel good in the moment, but it strengthens us it can strengthen you and it strengthens me overall. Okay, that's it. I'm hot. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to know more about what a creative coach is, you can go to my website, creativemindscoach.com. All right, that's it. Bye.